Alright guys, our Nollywood actress Chioma Apotha, you don't come out again. On another I do video about you with Georgina Umuhia for the matter when we say day grand. When I will see the video up here, okay, make una click and go watch for wetin happen for young unit, for Chioma unit. Where be say people come begin the now I no go fit talk everything for YouTube, yeah. And then from there, now Georgina take carry the matter. It can happen for head. Like I say, they are too fair get matter before the whole story. It did my YouTube channel, yeah. Now make me tell una say, make una click on that link there. Make una go watch. So right now, it don't come out after the whole thing. It don't come out cut talk your part of the story. And now make me carry and come here say, make I bring her, make una listing from the horse's mouth. Alright. So please do me a favor by sharing this video, subscribe, and also please like and share. All right, thank you for watching. God bless you all. Bye bye.
Thank you to the quick response team, the army, the Nigerian army that came when they saw my life. Thank you, everyone. I can't begin to list everyone one after the other, but just know that my heart is glad that you reached out. That being said, you know how you live in a neighborhood that is quote unquote one kind, and let's say you have a madman across the road. One day you move past, you know, go past the madman, he backs at you. Next day he backs at you. Third day he backs at you. I mean, for months. And you know, one day, if you don't do something about that madman will attack you. He will bite you. And just like everyone will be thinking it's one of those things that he does, he might injure you. 4 years ago, I think it was 23rd of February 2019, at the presidential election. Almost the same thing that happened a few days ago happened. Might have been worse, but you know, it was too much. Violence, fights, killings, and all of that. Georgina had dedicated her page that period to posting everything that had to do with the elections. It was becoming too much. And everyone was on social media, you know, people were reporting what was going on at their polling units, what was going on around their neighborhood. Everyone was just, you know, giving out information and all of that. And I had, because we followed each other at that time, I had seen all her posts and all of that, and they were becoming, to me, that's my opinion, they were becoming too, you know, too much. So I slid into her DM and sent her a message. Now, before I tell you what I sent to Georgina, I'll tell you how our friendship was. I knew Georgina from our very humble beginnings in Nollywood. We were friends. She came to my house. I don't remember, because she lived in Badagry then. I don't remember going to her house, but she was always at my place whenever she could. You know, she was like family. She was like my little sister. I'm older than she is anyway, you know, and she was friends with my family. My mom, God rest her soul, and my siblings. We were that close. We're like sisters. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. I did Georgina's makeup on her wedding day. Georgina bought her wedding gown where I bought my wedding gown. She replicated, quote unquote, my wedding, most of the things I did. Her wedding card, she replicated, as in was my wedding card, she replicated everything. It was just the names, the dates, and every other thing, the colors that were different. She replicated everything. I was with her wedding and all of that. That's how close we were. Georgina's first child, Georgina had her first child 10 days before I had mine. And she came, even once I did my my first child's naming ceremony, she was there with all my other colleagues that came. I'm just trying to ramble, through it all to tell you how close Georgina and I were. So she relocated to the US with her kids, and stayed there. I remember she reached out to me to, come over and shoot a film with her. I don't remember how that thing went, but I ended up not being a part of the movie. And yeah, but we maintained a cordial relationship. I knew her sister and her brother. I patronized her sister in the market a few times, when I needed to buy stuff for my son and my daughter. So based on the relationship I shared with her, I slid into her DM. I said, Georgina, I'm angry with you. You're posting too many things. Anybody that doesn't know anything about Nigeria that comes across your page would think that Nigeria is on fire. They're peaceful polling units. My polling unit was peaceful. Femi Adebayo had posted that his was peaceful. Saka had posted. Oni Michael has posted. I said, please, the one you've done is okay. I think I mentioned one or two of your posts are okay, but, balance it out. The trouble areas and the peaceful areas, so that people would, that's the way I felt. I told that you're a brand and people look up to you. Use your brand to, do good, albeit under the image of Nigeria. That is not so bad. At least my polling unit, and I was posting, people saw when the buses came, picked the ballot boxes, dropped the ballot boxes, took the youth corpers to, to the other polling units. And the conversation was back and forth and all of that. She was going on and on. She said, oh, so because some very privileged areas or something like that were peaceful, she should gloss over the whole thing. I said, no, I'm not saying you should say that whatever is peaceful. I'm saying balance your report. Just leave it to the bloggers and whoever that reports whatever to report, and just do your own part and leave the rest. That I know by now you're a citizen and you're privileged, you're, you don't know how it feels. You're a Nigerian first, whatever be the case. And then she responded. I then went to her page. She called me names. I was shocked. I mean, like, it was as if it was someone else. Like I was meeting her for the first time. She called me names, said all sorts and all of that. And I kept quiet because I just felt it was one of those things. Fast forward 4 years later. 25th of February, 2023. I'm trying to, so I got up. It was, everyone's gingered, new Nigeria, hope, change, let's do this and all of that. We went, I posted. I remember that I met like 3 or 4 people that said they came, they were planning to come around 1, 2 to come and vote before, the club, but because they saw my post, they were gingered, they came out to other units and then to my own polling unit. So I was reporting what was happening, how people were still trying to gather themselves, set up and move to other places and then set up at our own polling unit. And then you guys know eventually what happened. It could have been reported. I could have been reported. It was just God, nothing else. Because they were injuring people, they were beating people, they were hitting me. And the little boy who held my shirt up to my bra level exposed me. What if someone who had bottle or something or a knife had stabbed me? I'm still trying to deal with the trauma that came with what happened.